Hi, and welcome to today's session of Soul Wellbeing. My name's Vicki Haspels, and today we're doing the conscious mystic work. So, um, I thought we might talk today about the word. I'm going to pop this word up on the screen. Excitement. There it is. So, the emotion. So tonight, because we're talking, today's Tuesday, and we're talking about emotions. Thought we might explore some happier ones, because we have been looking at some deeper emotional things. So let's get into what happens when you feel excited. More often than not, the body goes through changes, and you can feel a level of anxiety. You can feel a level of wanting to rush into things, and you can also sometimes can mistake it for fear. Because when excitement comes in, it depending on the level that you're experiencing it, how you're able to manage that emotion is how you view it, and so what you assign to it. Excitement, because the heart beats, the body gets a bit tingly, and I suppose they, we become even hyper vigilant or hyper alert. And again, that's where that anxiety can kick in. So oftentimes excitement can be, as I said, mistaken for fear or anxiety, or something to be, sorry, not anxiety, but more so fear, because excitement can generate anxiety. We just have the camera. There we go. So when we are, I suppose, in that moment, we can lose ourselves thinking we've got to do something, or there's something going to come out and might overtake us, or we might miss the opportunity. So all those little things, we start to overthink it, and simply because that feeling of excitement can be overwhelming, but also too it can be a lot of fun. And so with the fun element, we can then start to be creative. So let's have a look at the two different avenues of excitement. First of all, the anxiety and the fear level. What's going to happen? What does this mean? I don't really know. I want to know what the future is. Bringing up those levels of anxiety. And the happy side of it, excitement side, is that brings up joy. It increases our motivation and our desire to move forward and make something happen for ourselves, or make something, bring that excitement back into our lives. Now, because it is Soul Wellbeing Night, it would be nice if we had some, you can join in the conversation or join in the comments, and I'll do some little readings for you. But otherwise, what I might do is do a little, what will I do? I'm going to, normally I would have some people commenting here, so I would have something to, a little bit of back and forth, but let's have a look. What I might do is I might do a little bit of a tune into the, I suppose, universal energy, if you like, and let's bring some wisdom through about what excitement can mean. I'll bring a little message through. So when we are looking at the collective, when we are looking at like ourselves, our friends, and we're looking at the world as well. Oh, here's Connie. Welcome, Connie. No, we're not doing anything too deeply tonight. We're talking about excitement. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to into that higher space, or that inspirational space, connecting to our guidance, connecting to the spirit world, and I'm going to bring through an inspirational message from the spirit world. I might use my cards with that as well, about excitement and what that will mean for us for this coming week. So I'm just going to do some nice, just connecting, breathing. Just getting that, building up that energy, increasing my energy, increasing that connection to that world, setting an intention. That's what I like to do. And then we're going to call in our guides to bring through a message for us around this word and how we can move forward this week with the word excitement. I wanted to just choose something that wasn't as heavy. We do a little bit of light-hearted stuff. So Nice. Okay, so now there's nice connection with my guides. Let's just see what they want to give us today. Let's stay with me for a minute. Okay, so there, I'm just getting shown that we are going to be provided with many, I'm seeing like channels, so many different choices are coming our way, and not everything is going to feel like it's what we want to do. But because we have choice and because those choices are going to be presented to us, that's where that level of excitement is coming in. And it's interesting that when those choices are presented to us, sometimes what can happen um, is that we become overwhelmed. It's exciting, but it's also overwhelming because we are no longer limited in what we're able to do. We now are open and free and can be creative with it. And that's what I'm seeing, that these little channels are like little tiny rivers coming from the source. The source is our heart. And so it's those choices that we would love to do. So it's not a difficult choice. It's not going to be anything overly dramatic. It's more about fun and freedom. But with that, we always feel responsibility. So as much as we get excited, we're not wanting to fall too heavily into it, because what if we make the wrong choice? What if we can't go back? What if we make a mistake? What if we fail? All those sorts of things are then coming in behind that excitement. So how do we actually navigate that? Well, let's ask that question and bring through a message for us about that. Okay, so so show me a little exercise when you are presented with, whether it's 3 things, 5 things, 10 things, 1 thing, or 2 things, to know whether it's the right thing for you. And if you don't have to know definitively, you can just breathe your thoughts into your heart and your body, or that connection to your intuition will give you a yes or no. And the way that you feel it is that your body relaxes into it and said, oh yeah, this is the way that I want to go. Oh, actually not quite yet. And it might not be that it's the wrong choice. It just might be that it's not the right time just yet. And that may come down the road. So when we are presented with lots of choices, we can become, as I said, overwhelmed. We may defeat the purpose. We may even talk ourselves out of it and lose that chance to feel that uplifting excitement, or that energy, the excitement, that creative energy that the excitement can give us. It's interesting. I didn't think about it like that. So just tuning into that higher self energy has even given me a little bit of insight about, or a reminder about how excitement, not only is it fun, but it can be a little bit overwhelming as well. But it's just a nice thought that um, whoever is listening to this video, whatever time or space that you're listening into, that message is for you in that moment. So whoever's listening right now means that we're going to be presented with those choices. So Connie's here. Let's do a reading for Connie. I've got my modern oracle, by the way. So we're just looking at our soul well-being. I'm on the floor, Connie. Have to get that one. Flew out. Right, so for you, be positive, taking your time. There are some challenges around that. So more so about grief, but coming back to balance. So moving forward for you does actually, you're heading in that right direction. You'll need to take some time. It's the direction that you head in does bring up some like emotional issues to look at, but also to be released. An open heart or a broken heart always mends. And from that, you're able to bring balance back into your life. So I'm thinking that at the moment, life is a little bit unbalanced and there's not enough, so it's not that there's not enough of anything there, that those things that are hidden or weighed down, once they come to the surface, will bring things back and help you feel back and more into the flow of things. Oh, so Christine's here. Welcome, Christine. We're just talking about excitement today, Christine. Let's put that word back up there again, just quickly. Excitement. So, how that affects us, how that can, being provided with choices can overwhelm us, can even sort of make us feel like we are stuck and we can't even make a decision. We can be sort of paralyzed in our decision-making process as well. I'll do a quick reading for Christine. 3 cards, Modern Oracle. This is around our soul or emotional well-being. Soul well-being for the week. So for you, uncertainty and doubt around things, making some positive changes in your life. So you're going to be identifying for yourself where those changes are going to be made, and that's going to open up your creative self. So very much so, the uncertainty and doubt is only ever to do with those things that don't quite serve you anymore. So you're going to be identifying, you will be identifying those things that are creating that toxicity or that blockage around you. And once that happens, your creative self will be opened back up again. Nice. Now, since it's just us here, you're welcome, Christine, you're welcome. Since it's us, I might do one for me. One for me and also one for everybody else. So we'll do one for the collective. 3 cards. Let's see what my soul's wanting to talk about today for me. Easy, it's really nice to do readings for yourself, by the way. So here we go. This is for me. So that psychic awareness or intuition is very strong with me right now. It's going to create, I don't really know what that's telling me, is that by trusting my intuition and just moving forward without questioning everything in my head, that everything is just going to turn up. There's not really a lot of things that I need to do. I do think about a lot of things, like even just lately about moving forward with my work. And those cards are just telling me that just sit in my heart, listen to my intuition. I don't have to do anything. Everything will just unfold in its own way. And that I will have that support and stability, but not just support and stability, but also the right people around me and the people that I can trust. And so it's going to all bring forward, moving forward, showing me who I can trust, who is my support in my life, and it's going to move things forward. Oh, Connie says, doing a reading for yourself daily. Yes, absolutely. It's really a lot of fun, and it's a good way to keep in touch with your intuition. Choices can be difficult until you have all the answers. Sometimes taking a chance can give you the answer as well. See, I would try, I think, Connie, sitting in your heart without actually having to know why you're making that decision. What will this bring me? Will this bring me a good feeling? Will actually help you. I often think that the answers turn up after the fact, or the intuition turns up after the fact too. I'm not that you should, risk taking isn't always fun either, but I think that following your heart's a really good thing. Alrighty, so that's it for me tonight. It's just us tonight, so I'm going to sign off. That's my little talk on the emotion of excitement and how it can actually be, as I said, not only just fun, but it can generate a little bit of anxiety. Not only does it provide us with an open, creative source of choice around us, but sometimes that choice can be overwhelming because we want to put our head into it. Just remember, head in heart. Breathe into it and just let your body tell you the direction to head in if you're unsure. But of course, if you've got the answers, that's perfect as well. All right, guys, thank you so much. Tomorrow we're going to do some psychic development work. Tonight I'm in Long Beach, so probably the internet's a bit dodgy. But tomorrow I'll be at Winton, hopefully, fingers crossed. We'll have a little bit more stable internet, but we'll do some psychic development work. I haven't decided what I'm going to do yet, but once I'll be at the Australian Age of Dinosaurs Museum, so We can talk about maybe something to do with that, or the landscape, or something around about the area up there. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Much love to you. Have a great evening, and I will see you around. Bye.